Turn on my headset here. Alright, Microtopia. Let's jump back in. I think my audio is messed up here. Hopefully that doesn't mess with this. There we go. So we are just waiting for the nuptial flight. We got a Gyne on the Gyne Tower. Couldn't tell you really what the difference is between that and the Queen. I guess the Gyne is just pre-impregnation. But we've got another one loaded up here. Just needs drones and some pod workers and some normal workers, but those are all pretty cheap. We had unlocked. Okay, cool. This is just a countdown until each nuptial flight. Definitely won't be able to get all of the required ants to get 2 of them in one go, but that's alright. So we had started making use of some of these factories we had set up over here. Here we were making some, what's this called? Resin. And I believe let's see, there was something here that we were making that for. Oh, I thought that we didn't have any. What is it called? What is it called? Casings. I thought that the Gyne Tower took casings, but this is actually just iron blocks, which was really nice. Looks like we are low on iron though, which is needed for everything. So let's see why. Basically, just don't have enough people mining. So this guy, there should be a decent amount of them. Ooh, there she goes. Goodbye. I don't think I can click her anymore. We're just gonna, I would click her and just press C to have the camera follow her. So I want to see how this works, but I'm assuming she's just gonna like go off screen. Or maybe when the overlay pops up, they'll just disappear. Getting swarmed. Okay, so we got our one, whatever that's called. So this kind of sucks. 27 of these pod workers expired before we could put another energy pod on them. This is like a really good way of keeping recycling ants. So we should try to fix that. Also, these guys shouldn't be dying really at all. These small worker ants. The digger ants, probably no way of saving them or reusing them, but doing okay overall. I'd like to see this like hover around 100. I saw one of the achievements was get to a colony of 500. So they must be expecting us to feed the queen greens at a crazy rate. I guess I could put one of these lights there. That would probably speed things up a bunch. Here we go. I like that they give the actual numbers. So let's see. Okay, this guy. Worker ant. So the worker ants don't have a place to go right now, and that's why they're dying. Because this is still trying to make princesses. So this should be small boys. Yep. And this should not be here. So both of these are making workers. This is doing pod workers. And I should probably just have a trash can here so that these guys don't get blocked. Worker ants, how should they be used? Maybe just recycled? They could just get recycled. Because the inventors aren't really doing anything for us right now. So I guess this one's taking small workers, pod, small, pod, iron, and the dig. So let's change or add one. Which is just for typical worker. And I love watching them all get sorted like that. You just set a... What am I doing? We can just set a flag here for if they're carrying something. So let's do that. I want to say if you are, enter if not carrying. Guess he's gonna have to drop it over here. So now you should take these, put them away, and then come over. This really shouldn't even be a half of them going this way. Let's take this out and this out. There we go. So this is just assuming that they're coming in not carrying anything. So maybe it's safer to leave a trash can here. So let's do a hauling line just for that section and put a trash can there. Okay. So let's push out the iron here. This one is pulling from up here, but this is not in use, so let's get rid of all of this. These guys have picked up the light bulbs that were left over here, and they're getting stuck in this. So let's move them out. What happens when they get here? Let's see if this... This guy still has his light bulb. Make this a shorter loop here. We likely won't rework the entire factory right away. Just as we sort of fix things, complete a task, come over here and lay it out a little better. So I'll probably be hopping between the two. We are low on concrete, means we're probably not sending many folks over here. We have this old gate. What does it actually take? Make a pot worker. We take the small workers. I might have this old gate since we only expect to have small workers here. Have them work, turn them into pod workers, and then have them continue. Let's see how that goes. So that is Manipulation. I think it's in the assembly. A pod worker. Another assembler. Here. A split here based on cast. If you are a small worker, and here get turned into a pod worker. If you are a pod worker, it's empty. This way, you get turned into a pod worker. And we just need to change this. Are they getting saving? They are. So that's gonna deplete. Let's grab it from over here. And the bulbs are gonna be a little tricky. I'm just gonna set this up as a failsafe. If anything else somehow gets over here. Why do you already look old? Oh, you only last 2 minutes, so that's not gonna work really. Let's do this. Let's send them directly in. And send these guys. Yeah, the fact that these only last 2 minutes. Crazy. Let me check out how the energy store is doing. Still full. There we go. And just adding this light bulb, now our larva per minute has gone up. Because he's moving so much faster. Cool. We are going to need to set up a light bulb solution here. And my guess is it's... Wait, is there glass on this? There is. Yeah, we're pretty good on all of these, so maybe we repurpose this. What's going on here? This is the recycler. So how much glass is this? Yeah, that's pretty significant. Yeah, let's switch this to glass. This to glass. And we're gonna lose out on iron, so we'll just start doing fabric. Which means this needs to come from... And this is probably out. Let's change all this. Let's do these carry gates right after this. And we can move this one closer. Right, this is getting covered, right? Yeah. There we go, those get sent to there, which is fine. But this needs to switch to taking glass. You can drop this. Set to glass, set to glass. Sending a third to each. Let's just cut this one off. We really don't need anything over here right now. We need some storage here. There we go. Cool. This one's set up. I'm seeing less drones than I would expect. Worker comes here. Wait, workers should be turned into drones. That's the problem. Here. Yeah, that's where things are going wrong. this one. Down. And become drones. Cool. Anything else? Glass is good, light bulbs, not good. We need to re-add light bulbs. So let's do this. And yeah, we need to make this one a little more efficient. So while he's working on that, this. We want to do a gate that says, unless you're carrying out a light bulb, continue on the loop. And this should take out glass, same as that one. Quickly fix it for this. And this is where the counter hinge. Carrying light bulb. That. Let's put the gate here. This there. This counter here. A divider. So let's do that. Set this to 2. This one should not go there. This is the exit point, so let's do this as the re-entry point. and change this to making. Distributes here and there. Let's have this one distribute there instead. There we go. Although this is like pretty bad design. How far away is this? Wow, that was a lot. We made those pretty quick. These are only made for things that take one input. So these are kind of limited. I didn't add the check for if they were carrying what we meant to make. No, it's supposed to happen. Oh, they had bulbs, and then they lost them there. So we'll just do what we did on the other side. We cascade here. Another one there. Say pod worker, and then so this will create a bit of a line just in case there's like multiple of them. a trash can just in case. So, in theory, this just gets filled up with these pod workers. Because they keep getting their life renewed, and we keep sending them down here. So eventually this should overflow. And yeah, we already have 127 ants, which is so much more than we started with today. Okay. We are out of glass. So is that just because we're making bulbs so quickly? I think so. There's just no entry point for making glass. So let's do that. If this is still good, I'm just gonna start putting these beacons sort of everywhere. Yeah, we need a trash can. Okay, that's bad news. Why is it out? Who's that one? Okay. That. I think we solved that. order to divide this up a little more, I don't think we need to be sending this many down here. So I think I'll add another, whatever these called, divider here. Say, sure, continue on your way, but actually we want some of these to stay here. Make sure this guy gets turned into a drone. Oh, this is full. Just make a bigger one. I was trying to figure out why they were coming in here. Okay, probably good on that for now. Let's see. Factory. This is what I think. Resin, diodes, and how many do we need? I'm going to set up a timer gate here. Set this to 5 minutes. And then the other guys. So I think we just set up dispensers on each of these. And a stockpile. The trail. This. Tiles come from there. Not enough for this. Oh my god. What is this? Hope that mystery. What's up, man? Okay. Well, I don't want them to spend their whole half their lives waiting in line, so I might as well just this. 2 here. And 3 here. And I guess they get their lives like regenerated. Their lifespan is refreshed, so I guess it's fine if they get older. Let's take a look. Yeah, these guys are going crazy. We're almost fully out. Natural flight in 10 minutes. We might as well see what they need. Some pod workers. We can definitely send 5 there. But that's 5 there. Just send in there to stay on the cart and add the trash can with this. Oh no, it broke. You gonna count? He didn't count. I think it killed him. There. Volunteered for sacrifice. Alright. Iron workers. That's done. Pod workers, drones. I believe I still have a path. This. That would be this one. Which is incorrect. These guys should be going there. Wow. This was not intended. That is not good to have that many. So anyways, let's fix the drones. Drones, we want to temporarily send on this path. Sacrifice. And then we need some pod workers. Return to green. So why don't we just do green, target to be over here, and start sending these guys. These can only take empty guys. Oh, it does make empty guys, what am I saying? Nobody down here. This is way too many. This should not be happening. Just because there's so many, I'm going to do another old gate over here. And there's a trash can there, but it is likely not doing anything because we don't have the hauling cart. So let's set this up. Let's send some people over here just for the heck of it. What's wrong with you? Weird. Let's just see how far he gets. Say guy's currently waiting. Like waiting to be made. How do I only have one drone? Oh, correct. There. Here. And in. So I don't know. I don't think we're gonna make it. Unless these drones get it together. I just messed it up. Oh my god, it's happening again. Okay. They just stop like that, and I don't understand it. We almost hit this at one point. We were at like 126. Shame that we couldn't get these guys in before the flight. Okay. So now let's edit this again. And we're gonna have to figure out. We might just need to make another confinement. We need glass. Oh, let me get that launcher. We have this point. Please don't be too expensive. Yes, we can make it. We'll need 2 of them to bring the glass back. Because that's kind of the whole point of sending them. Oh my god, look at all that glass. Beautiful. Let's move it. We had so much glass we couldn't even store anything. Just put it here. Okay, anyway, put it here. For a launcher. Oh my god, you actually have to. Okay. Well, let's see where they go. All right. So long, soldier. And into the abyss. Okay. Are we at max power? We are. We're gonna have to move this over here and angle up. Well, we can just try this new angle instead. Let's just have him on standby. Wait, can you not go in? Goal! Alright. Let's move this over there. We know where these guys land, so let's just put this right here. I am gonna have to manually, like, set them on this path. Right? Maybe that's the idea of the main path? The main trail? I don't know. Because I don't know how, after they're launched, I'm gonna have to do this. Oh. This can be here. We just need... and then another launcher there. This island's gonna need copper diodes. This is ugly. Can he go on it? We already have these things set. Thought about it. Um, 3 diodes and some copper. So I think we were making copper. Where? Here? Let's take these guys, put them on copper for a bit. And then maybe we can move some diodes over. Alright, so this guy's ready to go, and we have been messing these up. So let's send them down, change this, back to this, and this, back to that. What's going on here? There we go. We really don't need concrete anymore. Got a good amount of resin, and that's all it was really used for to start with. So maybe we try to divert less things down here. And that would mean turning this off. Hey, we got some more. Okay, so let's send out some diodes. These guys are getting crammed. I'm gonna move this to here. So all of these guys are gonna start hauling. Quickly assign this to diodes. And they're taking them to the wrong place. Cool. Need to get rid of this. This is a horrible way of doing this. Let's try to fix this. wire and screws. Screws are here. That one. Do the same for this. So first, wire. This one. And screw. We stopped sending people here at all, so let's change that. Do this. Looking. I bet they're coming here with diodes and not able to drop them off. Unless they all got taken down here. Yep. Oh my god. We need to change this to copper. Managing storage is getting which means these guys are just carrying copper and dying. Okay. I didn't even pick up the knife. Why didn't he pick up the knife? There are no knives. Okay. How's this looking? 86%. Look at that. And it's good that we're switching, focusing on this, because we're going to need them for these LEDs anyways. Way too many of these guys. Oh, this means I can add more of these. This is done. So let's fix this. So we want to take them here first. Larva. Oh no! Okay. Cascade first. Your drone. If you are. I mean, that's kind of it. If you're making the loop, you're gonna wait each of these, so sort of just set it up. Not like this. Clouds, light bulbs. Are people able to come down here? This. This is facing the wrong way. Should send some drones down. There's too many of them here. these guys to start bringing wire back. Which they are. We're gonna run out of copper though. Okay, let's send some of these guys to get copper. This is for getting iron. The iron is depleted, so we need to move these over. This won't ever get hit. This can be cleaned up. This really doesn't make sense. Okay, so now we're getting scraps. We don't need any more diode scrap here, so I'm going to turn this off. Okay. I should probably change this. See if we can. Probably only want them to take it off-world about half of the time. So I'm going to change this to a okay, first we check if they can go this way. Oh, sir. And then here, send about half of them back. No LEDs have been made. Why is that? Diodes. Okay, let's just have them drop this over here. This makes sense, actually. Drop. This has only that, so it needs to start here. Yeah, having multiple of them without some kind of guard could mess this up. I would just make another one, but these are expensive. Let's just have him drop this. This whole thing should only have Probably want to save these wires. So... Nah, this is fine. How do you get a digger ant to other islands? From Mr. Kuntz. Yeah, so one way, this is a very expensive way. These bridges. These are like 140. Let's go to transport. Required for each section. Yeah, so depending on how long it is. This one was like 140 concrete and a bunch of wire. So I haven't even built the next one to connect this. And it may be one way only, so you would need multiple and a lot of concrete, just a lot of resources. The best way I've noticed is just to turn them into diggers on the island itself. So that's what this one does. So once you can get a reliable source of screws going, you just have the drones bring the larva, and depending on what you need, I send some to become workers and some to become diggers. That, and I just started messing around with this ant launcher. Only issue with this is I don't think they'll automatically go on a path. But yeah, drones are the easiest way. Yeah, the drones. Yeah, the drones are super useful for moving the resources between islands early on. But yeah, they can fly with the larva. I think we're running low on energy for this guy. Okay, so let's make another trail. These are the light bulbs. I'm gonna mess around and see what launching these guys, like, if I launch them right onto a trail, will they follow it? I don't really know. These drones are backed up. There's too many of them. So I will divide them. Right? This one... That's not what I want. This should come just here. Instead of doing this. Diodes. Glass would be nice. Let's check out the glass situation. Oh, there you go. Continue progressing through the development. Iron worker ant. I thought I got that. Yeah, I got that. Hopefully this doesn't soft lock me. Do I need to make one for it to recognize that? Tavern says, how do I keep my pop-up? It keeps dropping. Oh, your population. So one really big thing, is these combiners. So once you unlock these pink lines, these are old gates. So what it'll do is, as these guys get old, let me find a good example of like a regular looking ant. What happened? Oh, they're jammed. This is messed up. Sorry, 1 second. Basically the answer is recycling them. So if what you want to do is you set up these old gates on all of your factories or mining areas, any processing area, you want to have an old gate so that once they are about to die, they come over to be reprocessed. So 2 small workers can become a worker. That's what I do with the majority of them. And then once the workers get old, they can become drones. So that's why I have a bunch of drones. So I am actually going to stop making these drones just based off of fresh workers. I'll let it just be these old ones. But it does look like we ran out of fabric here. Let me just switch this over. The other big thing that propped up my population, and it looks like I've messed that up somehow, was starting to make these pod workers. So what you do is you take a small ant and you combine them with a light bulb, and that will make these guys pod worker empty. And they only live for like 2.5 minutes. But what you can do is you put them through an assembler and you can get you add an energy pod to them, and then they live for like 5 minutes. But they can be recycled endlessly. So as long as you have energy pods, you can add them back. So the trick is just having your old gates set up and a way to move them back into the assembler. And then they can keep doing their job. So like this guy, he's 2 minutes out. He likely... Let's see if he makes it back in time. Because half the difficulty is making sure that the ants can get to where they need to be in time before they die. And also making sure nothing gets clogged up. So oftentimes before you go to combine them, if they're carrying something, they won't go in. So that's a use case for like trash cans, or just setting up, if they're consistently bringing the same thing, you can place these dispensers to catch that. And then some of them can't be repurposed at all. So like, let's see, diggers, for example, don't get used for just about anything. So they just go into this recycler, and I get some materials back out of them. So I'm gonna send this one over here. So like all of this is from drones that got old and died. Um, Drones can either be just recycled, so crushed, and returned to some of their base materials, or turned into the princess, which is in this thing, the Gain cocoon. So this takes one princess, some workers, iron workers, drones, and the 2 different types of pod workers. And once they're made, they climb up here. This is just made out of iron and concrete. But on every hour, when the flight comes and all of the males go looking for queens, this Gain will take off in the sky, and you'll get one of these yellow things. That took like a long time to unlock. Let's see where that was. I think that was actually just not a tech tree thing. That was just from doing these instincts. Eventually you unlock this Gain tower and this Gain cocoon. And that's how you get this yellow resource, which is, I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to get that, since we see it super early, like with this main trail. Yeah, that's about it. But seems like we need quite a few of them later on. Mr. Coots and Tavern, I also appreciate the follows. So we are having energy problems. And I wonder if it's from having this energy storage here. That, and we are sending far less workers down here. So these lights, small beacon, they make the workers walk twice as fast, but they use up some of this energy. The energy's pulled from this energy storage, and I think there's other buildings later on that require energy. Yeah, Grisham. So I have messed with the item thrower. It's been really useful for, like, factories get really ugly, and in times where, so like here, I'm using the slinger so that they don't have to walk all the way back or go through this path. It's nice for doing factories kind of quick and dirty. They don't go very far though, so let me try to make a new one just to show. Slinger. So it can only go this far. What is nice is you eventually unlock a smart dispenser. So as long as it's stored somewhere, you don't have to have the dispensers set up to take them wherever, like to pull from specific storages. It'll just pull from all storages on the island. And that would be really nice for setting up factories, obviously. How many LEDs we got? Okay, we got 18, which means I think we can make this. Yeah, I'm gonna put this down quickly before we lose. We have exactly enough wires to do it. Nothing happened there. And I think I might have to like either make an iron worker or restart my game for this to recognize that I've unlocked the... Oh, this is ion. Is that a misspelling or... I hope it's a misspelling. Oh my god. It's not a misspelling. Wow, okay. So we've got quite a ways to go. Build the next one. I wish there was something on this LED terminal, like, tell me how I can use it. Yeah, Grisham, you're right. That was... Ion and iron are not the same thing. We probably don't need to send people down here anymore for these. I'm afraid of running out of some of these resources. I guess all we need to do now is get to 150. Let's try to solve our energy problems. These guys are stuck doing nothing. They're gonna die because they're stuck in these loops with no old gate. Let's see if we can get this guy out of here. I guess it's smart to have old gates if I'm gonna set up loops like this, where you're not allowed out until you've made a product. What we can do is, if you're not carrying anything, we then have an old gate. This way that accounts for running out of the material. Let's check on the other islands and see how things are going. I assume... Okay, no, we have that. I don't think we're sending any larvae anymore. Yeah. No. Drones going. Oh, all the drones are going, and they're not. They're skipping any old gates, and they're just flying in between these two islands doing nothing. We need to... This. Do that. Let's do, and you're carrying a larva. Here. Otherwise, back. Um, this is where we can set up. Okay. Need this guy to move this energy out of here. Let's pull this over here. Oh, yeah, my population collapsed because this guy got stuck out there. This is one thing that has helped me get energy a lot faster, is you set up like a big network for foraging, but you have these carrying gates to shorten the loop so that you can bring them to the stockpile faster. This covers like slow regeneration so that you only go, it just sort of optimizes how far they have to walk. Let's go. Out of glass. Haven't I been sending? I swear I've been sending people in this launcher, but they are not. I mean, they might just be getting launched and dying, but I don't see anybody. Let's see. Oh my god. Wait, how did that change them? It's actually not taking glass. This guy, there's no telling this guy's gonna be C on him. Yeah, that varies wildly. Oh. There you go. So this is not like a great way of setting up like a trade network. You could, like a logistics network. It's more so like a very crude way of moving them back and forth. I guess drones are still the best way of getting things moved to and from. And you can't even carry things back, so this is not good for, yeah. You just can't move materials back and forth this way. Only ants that wouldn't get there otherwise. So this is a wash. Let's just move this up here. We gotta stop sending this guy. Okay, lesson learned. This is for making glass. We're not really gonna make glass anymore. We're just gonna have the drones pick them up. So let's change this to glass. They're glass shards. and you guys can find something else to do. Yeah, I really messed up my population here. What about you guys? I'm curious to see how far other people have gotten in this. I feel like some play sessions are not all that I don't get all that much done. Just started today. Cool. Yeah, this game is very new. How are you liking it so far, Mr. Kuntz? Loving it. Same here. As soon as I saw the trailer, and I don't even know how I saw the trailer actually. Maybe through Steam. I think it was Twitter actually. I saw it for like 2 seconds, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm playing this." Hits all the marks. Have you played Satisfactory? Duh. Yep. Yeah, I want to try Factorio next. It looks really cool. I've done the demo for it, and that was fun. But I think I had just recently. I think I was in the middle of a Satisfactory playthrough, which I still haven't finished yet. And I stopped around the same time, both times. I think it was when you started needing like a fair bit of computers, so setting up like more complex supply chains. So that was the tough part. Let's see, what do we need? We need these guys to bring back glass, and I don't think they are. We're getting glass on both of the islands, but they are not really being brought back. Move that from here. I'm gonna remove the other ones and set this to be after this, so that even if they pick up an energy pod, they end up with glass on the way back. Mr. Kuntz, are you making your factories very pretty, or is it look like spaghetti like mine? These guys are out of rubble, so they're not going to be very useful at all. What do we need? What do we need? Fire. We should start getting more copper from the other places. Yeah, for sure. I'm very happy to help. So you needed to get a digger on the other island to get past the milestone. You said drones could carry larvae. How do you set that up? So I just have a loop here next to my queen. Um, so this was like the first thing that you set up. So as I assemble drones, which takes fabric and workers in a assembler, I have them enter that loop. They'll pick up a drone, and then you have to build these launch pads. Launch pads is how you'll get them from one place to another. So they'll carry the larva, and you just need incubators here. So then you'll have the small workers, and you move them into another assembler, which requires a screw. So you cascade. Yeah. So once they pick up a larva, you just take a launch pad and a landing pad. The tricky part is getting the materials on the other island to do this. So oftentimes, I think the landing pad is free, but the launch pad takes like 10. Let's see. Oh, 2 of these iron plates. So you're gonna send some there, and they're likely gonna die. Yeah, no problem. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. All right. I do have to help a friend move, so I'm gonna have to end the stream here. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Mr. Kuntz, if I catch you in a future stream, let me know how your factory's coming along. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you next